Hey everyone, welcome back to, what day are we on? Day 9 of 24 days of yoga. I was just testing out the placement here. I'm Stephanie, and I am here with a festive book recommendation and a yoga practice. I'm showing some alma mater and work love today. I teach at the University of Albany in upstate New York. It is finals week. It is a busy one, and I really need this practice today. So let's start with a book recommendation. Today on the calendar, remember, if you want to print out and get this clickable calendar, you can. It's in the notes for this video. This title is called One Christmas Morning by Rachel Greenlaw. Now, if you love Dickens, if you love Scrooge, then you are going to love this book. It is a modern day version of that classic. And it's about a woman who is struggling. She is struggling, had a lot of things going on in her life, and Christmases aren't just what she wanted them to be, hoped they would be, used to be. And so she has been burying herself in work and pushing herself further and further and further away from her family, from her friends, from this celebration of the holiday, until her husband does convince her to go on a little holiday excursion to a party with her friends, with some of her family. And she doesn't want to go, but she does. And of course, something happens. As she wakes up from that party the morning after, she finds that she's not in her life, but she's being visited by those ghosts of Christmas past, of present, of future. And she gets a glimpse into the life of her assistant, into the life of her friends, into the lives of her family that she has consistently pushed away, and realizes what they've been dealing with too. And of course, it triggers some emotions and it triggers some changes in her own life, just as it does in those holiday classic remakes of the movie. So if that kind of thing appeals to you, if you love watching those, reading those classics, and I think you would like this modern day version of One Christmas Morning by Rachel Greenlaw. Now, today's practice. I am really excited about today's practice. I am always doing my own yoga classes, doing videos, watching people online, trying to find new sequences, creative sequences, things to keep my own learning. And one of the things I have really grown fond of in yoga is hands-free yoga. I thought it'd be pretty fitting for this week, given I'm in finals week and many of us might be in finals week. That's a lot of typing. It's a lot of studying. It's a lot of holding books. It's a lot of stress on our hands. And so today is a completely hands-free yoga session. We will still flow, but we will flow in a different way, and we will focus on strength and stability and balance. So let's get up and go to the top of our mat. I'm going to push this back just a little bit so that you could see more of my feet, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now you can see them. All righty, so let's start at the top of our mat in mountain pose. Let's just get settled, feet together, standing up nice and tall, those shoulders grounding down and back. Just move your neck a little bit, wiggle the fingers. Just get grounded here on the mat for our practice today. We're going to start with a couple of asana flows, some vinyasa flows, but standing. So let's take a nice deep breath and bring those arms overhead. As you take a deep breath out, swan dive those arms down and bring them down to just lightly touch the mat. It's hands-free after all, knees nice and bent. Just hang for a moment. Take a nice deep breath in, half back. Bring those hands up to your thighs, back down, bend those knees, and then slowly roll it up and ragdoll all the way to the top. Swan dive up. And exhale, hands at your side. So this is a version of a flow without actually going through a sun salutation. Let's do it again. Nice deep breath in, arms up. Deep breath out, forward, fold over, all the way down, lightly touch the mat, bent knees. Straighten those legs. Pull those arms up, flat back. Exhale, back down, bend those knees, and slowly ragdoll it all the way up. When you get to the top, nice deep breath in, arms up, and arms down at your side. Let's do one more. Good things come in threes. Arms up overhead. All the way down. Swan dive those arms. Maybe just micro bend those knees now. Straight legs. Pull those arms up. Halfway back to all the way back down. And roll your spine super slow all the way up. Deep breath in, arms up. Nice deep breath out. Arms down. It's a nice way to flow without touching the mat, isn't it? All right, so we are going to start with our left leg today. So I want you to put some weight in your right leg, really ground it down, and just put your heel up on your left foot so you're a little bit balanced on your toes. And then if you'd like, bring it all the way up. Roll your ankle in one direction and then the other. You need to set your foot down for balance, no worries. Take your right hand and set it on the outside of your left knee. And go ahead and stretch your left hand straight back behind you. Nice little twist. Definitely a challenge for the balance. Deep breath. And come back to center. Take that left leg and come back into a high lunge. But go ahead and rest that inner arch of the foot down. And keep your hips square to the front. And raise your arms up. Warrior one. Right? Warrior two, we have an open hip. We're going to stay closed here for warrior one. Arms up nice and high. Get your shoulders down away from your ears. You might feel your way into this one. Deep breath. And release. Another deep breath. Clasp your hands overhead. You can be in prayer position or kind of fingertip steeple, Charlie's Angel kind of grip. And as you take one more deep breath in and you exhale, go ahead and unclasp your hands and bring them behind your back. Clasp them behind you, shoulders down, chest proud. Breathe. One more deep breath. Now, I want you to slowly start to lean over that bent leg. Keep your legs the same, but lean over until you are resting down on your right thigh. Arms are up in the air. You can relax your head down. Humble warrior. You might feel this in your back, in your hips, depending on how tight you are, in your shoulders, in the back of your neck. That's where my desk sitting body loves it right now. Deep breath in. And out. Slowly use the strength of those legs and push yourself back up. Release those hands, wiggle those fingers. And we're going to push ourselves back up into that lifted leg pose. We're going to balance just for 1 second. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, set it down. Now we're going to do a different kind of twisting flow. So deep breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and sink back into chair pose with your arms up. Now in chair pose, when you look down, you should still be able to see your toes. Right? Your legs are pretty close together. Your arms are up. If it feels better, they can be at your hips. I'm going to go ahead and keep my raised, yet keep my shoulders down. You're going to take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, go ahead and bring that left arm straight to the side and back behind you. Just like we did earlier in that pose with our knees up. We're doing it in chair pose. Deep breath. As you release, bring that arm back. Deep breath in, stand up. Exhale, back to chair. Deep breath in. And bring the right arm straight back. So we're getting these nice twisting motions without ever twisting with our hands on the mat. Deep breath in. And release. Back to the front. Nice deep breath as you stand. Go ahead and eagle those arms back. Baby back bend. Feel that in the back of your shoulders, the back, the front body. Deep breath. Exhale. One more deep breath. And when you do, raise your arms up. And then exhale and swing back into chair pose. But this time, bring your arms all the way back, airplane arms behind you. Rise up on those toes. Deep breath here. And exhale everything back. Heels come down. Stand up straight. Let's take one deep breath. Arms overhead. And as you exhale, relax them down. Feels good, right? Even though we're not touching the mat. Let's go ahead and go to the right leg. So ground most of your body weight in the left leg. Pop that heel up off the mat so you're on your toes. And slowly lift your knee. Now, if that's too much, you can stay here with your toes on the mat. Roll your ankle one way and the other. Take that left hand, put your left palm on the outside of your right knee, and go ahead and straighten your arm behind you. Helps to just look in one position. I'm trying not to look at the camera so that I don't make myself fall. Deep breath here. And as you exhale, back to center. Let's bring that right leg back into a high lunge, but then go ahead and pivot that inner foot down. Keep your hips straight towards the front of your mat. And arms go up for warrior one. Remember, this is warrior two. We want to keep them pivoted for warrior one. You feel it differently in that low back, in those hips. There's lots of requests for low back. You likely will feel that here. Deep breath in. Go ahead and exhale. And as you do, you can keep your arms in prayer position. Again, that steeple grip, Charlie's Angels. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring those arms behind your back and clasp them behind you. You can alternate your grip, alternate the thumb. That feels weird here. Stay for a moment, open up that back, the chest. Deep breath in. And as you take your deep breath out, go ahead and lean over. Your legs stay the same. We're going to lean over that front leg until our front body meets it and relaxes our head down. If this is too much with the arms, you might bring your arms to just lightly touch the mat. One more deep breath here. And as you exhale, use the strength of those legs. Push yourself back up. Now let's come back to the top of our mat. Bring that knee back up where we started. Balance one more second. And set it down. Let's do our twisting chair flow. Deep breath in, arms up. Sink down into chair pose, arms overhead if you'd like. As you take your next deep breath in, take that left, actually let's take the right one this time. Take your right arm this time and twist it to the back. Your head can follow depending on how comfortable that is for your neck. Deep breath in. As you exhale, back to center. Stand up. Deep breath. Exhale back to chair. And now let's switch arms. Chair pose is one where you feel your strength. Deep breath here. Exhale back to center. Stand up. Deep breath in. Exhale into those eagle arms. Bend them back. Little teeny tiny micro bend. Deep breath in. And out. Deep breath in this time. Arms go up. And deep breath out. We're going to bend into chair pose, but swing those arms back to airplane and up on your toes. Taking flight for the day, people. All right, set those heels back down and come up to stand. Ready for round two. Put most of your weight in your right foot again, on those tippy toes of your left foot. And this time we're going into tree pose. So you can stay where you are. Tree pose, if I get my balance, you can start here. You can go below the knee, or you can go above the knee. You don't want to be on the knee. You want to go wherever it works for you. So in our position, you're going to take that left leg. You're going to put it in the tree pose that works for you. Your arms can be out for balance. They can be prayer arms in front. They can be lifted up, depending on what works for you. Deep breath. If you fall out like I just did, just come back up. And now take that left foot, bring it back into that high lunge, set that arch down like we did, but this time we are going to cartwheel our hands up into a warrior two. You might need to change your footing a little bit to really feel grounded and strong in this position. Check the placement of your knee over your ankle. Put some grounding weight into that back outside edge of your foot. Chest up, shoulders down. Warrior two, such a strong position. Deep breath. And release. Go ahead and flip your front palm. Keep that knee bent and come back, reverse warrior. Deep breath here. And out. Let's do one more deep breath here. And out. As we swing our arms back, we're going to take our right elbow and forearm onto our knee, and our left hand goes straight into the air. Really put some grounding weight into that right arm. Don't let yourself sag down. Push yourself up. I'm going to go ahead and bring my arm over my head to give myself more of a side stretch. You do you. Deep breath in. And out. We're going to come back up, warrior two. And this time we're going to loop back up, but we're going to straighten that leg back. Feel it in a different spot. Deep breath in and out, comes back to warrior two. And then we simply just step to the top of our mat. Ready? Let's do our chair flow. Arms up, deep breath. As you exhale, sink back to chair. Open up that back arm, that left arm to the back. Deep breath in, nice and straight, legs strong in that chair pose. And breathe out, back to chair, arms front. Stand up, deep breath in. Deep breath out, back to chair. Right side, right arm opens up. Deep breath in. And out, back to front. Stand up, deep breath in. As you breathe out, eagle arms, deep breath out. Take one more deep breath in here. And deep breath out. Deep breath in, arms up. And as you exhale, back to chair pose. Arms swing back into airplane and you are up on your toes. Stay here for one breath. And then release those heels down and stand up. Time for tree on the right side. So again, you're going to ground most of your weight in your left side. Toes up. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you're here. Maybe you're here, but not on your knee. So I'm going to go back to the top of my mat. Get in the tree pose that works for you. Maybe you're in prayer arms. Maybe your arms are by the side or your arms are straight up. Whoop, that one's going to make me lose my balance. We're going to stick to the prayer arms for me today. It's Monday after all. Deep breath in. And as you exhale out, take that right foot back behind you, high lunge. Set that inner arch down and cartwheel it up to a warrior two. So we're playing with closed hip and open hip positions here. Today, as we are not touching our mat, check the placement of your knee. Feel that pressure on the outer side of your right foot and breathe. Flip that right hand. Back to reverse warrior. Knee stays bent. Deep breath. And out. One more deep breath. And out. And as you exhale, let's take that left elbow, left forearm onto the knee and arms up. You can keep your arm straight up in the air like this. Remember, we're not hunching. We're really strong. Using our core, pushing up on that left arm. We're going to bring it all the way overhead if you would like. Deeper stretch on the side body. Deep breath here. And out. One more deep breath. And as you breathe out, let's come all the way back to warrior two. Flip the hand. And as you come back, let's straighten the leg for reverse triangle. Feeling that in a slightly different place. We're not flowing the traditional way, so we're getting the stretches in different ways today. Deep breath in. And as you exhale out, back to warrior two. And step back to the top of your mat. Let's do that chair flow. Arms up, deep breath. Sink into chair pose. Ground yourself, get comfortable. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, let's start with the right hand this time. Straight back behind you. Maybe it goes a little bit further this time than the last round we did this. Deep breath in. And out. Back to center, stand up, arms overhead, deep breath in. Deep breath out, back to chair pose. Deep breath in and chair. As you breathe out, the left arm swings back behind you, keeping them nice and straight. Feeling that grounding energy in that chair pose. Deep breath in and out. Back to center. Stand up, deep breath in. Eagle arms as you exhale. Stay here one more breath. And out. Deep breath in, arms up. And as you exhale, back to chair pose, swing those arms all the way back for airplane and lift up those toes. Let's stay here for 2 breaths this time. Deep breath in. And out. One more breath in. You got this. Strength, stability, balance. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, drop those heels. Stand up for mountain. Now I'm going to turn to this side of my mat so you can see me. You can stay where you are. Let's take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and come back to where we started, which was a wonderful forward fold. You decide where your knees should be. Nice and bent. You'll feel that stretch in your lower back. So if that's where you need it, I recommend keeping those legs bent. If you'd like it more in the back of your legs, go ahead and straighten those legs. And then clasp your elbows to give yourself just a little bit weight to pull you down towards the mat wherever you are. You might do little micro bends of the legs and get both the low back and the back of those legs today. Swing just a little bit from side to side. Hands lightly touch the mat, halfway lift. Back down. Then drag your body up. Arms overhead and arms down by your side. So now we are going to take our arms and we're going to clasp them behind us, just like we did earlier in the sequence. We're going to take those now and we're going to move your clasped arms over to the left side of your body. So you're going to bend your left elbow and bring your clasped hands to the side of your body towards the back. Just feeling that stretch in a slightly different way. You might feel it in your shoulders, side of your neck, your back. Deep breath in and out. And let's stretch back, nice and straight. Look up just a teeny bit, not too far. And back to center. Deep breath in. As you exhale, switch to the right side. Bend that right elbow. And then bring your left arm behind you. Clasped hands at the side, your right side towards the back. Deep breath in. And out. All right, let's unhinge those hands. Let's do one last breath and little stretch to the side. So arms go up, deep breath. Right hand grasps the left wrist, up and over. As you breathe out, breathe in, back to center. Left hand grasps right wrist and release and pull it over. Last deep breath in. Look up, baby back bend. And exhale, prayer hands to the front. There you have it. There was about a 25-minute hands-free yoga practice. We still flowed. We just flowed in a different way. We still twisted. We just twisted in a different way. And hopefully you feel it all over in your body as you get ready for this Monday morning. Again, my book recommendation today is One Christmas Morning. If you are looking for a classical Christmas tale with a modern spin, then One Christmas Morning could be just the book for you. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Bye.